we'll begin with Ms. Worrell. How can the office be more responsive to citizens? And if more after-hours office time is required, how would it be paid for?
You know, that's a good question. Our pay is mandated through the comp board with the state of Virginia. Our pay, we are not paid overtime for any time after. It is not allowed. So we have a straight 40-hour week. We have even thought about staggering hours for people, and mainly the biggest time you would want to do that is when you're very busy. Well, when you're very busy, you need all your people in there at one time. Staying after doesn't, we can't stagger at that time. We only have 3 people who are able to run the front window. There are lines. You get into where the mail is having to be pushed aside because there is so much traffic within the office. We get to everything as soon as possible. We can't just say, or I can't give anyone permission to say that we are going to work this many hours this week. You're going to work over, you're going to work Saturday. We have to have all of our people there. We are a limited office. It's a smaller community, but like I said, we used to have 4 people at the window running and collecting the taxes. Now I only have 3. So there are times when, yes, I am at the front window collecting along with everybody else when it is very, very busy in times. In the afternoon, you slow down because each person has to balance their cash drawer to make sure the money is there and matches everything that they've taken in. If not, those are problems. You have to see what's wrong with it. So we would have to go to the board and basically see if they would allow that. A lot of times we have asked the board in the past, and we're only offered comp time. All of us have so much vacation that we don't even have time to take that. So comp time is really not a help to us.
Mr. Hayes, how can the office be more responsive to citizens? And if more after-hours office time is needed, how would it be paid for?
Sure. My main priority as treasurer will be to make sure that the office is more friendly to Pulaski County taxpayers. I will include some evening office hours and some Saturday hours, even if I'm the one that has to come in after hours to do the work. People don't need to take off work and lose part of their salaries to come in and pay their property taxes and their vehicle decals and their dog licenses. And in fact, I'll get rid of vehicle decals and simply attach the fees to personal property taxes. If 39 other cities and counties in Virginia can get rid of vehicle decals, I'm pretty sure we can get rid of vehicle decals. I will work to extend property tax deadlines from 30 days to 60 days. Sometimes people need a little bit more time to pay taxes than one pay period, especially our senior citizens. And I'm going to negotiate with banks to get rid of the credit card fees when people pay their taxes online at the second duplicate treasurer's website. There's no reason that Cougar Express doesn't charge these fees, but the treasurer's office does. As far as only having 3 people that can do the job, that's why when I worked for the municipal treasurer's office 28 years ago, everybody in that office was cross-trained to do other jobs. We didn't leave the office where if a person got hit by a train or a car, then, oh my gosh, the whole office is going to collapse. If I'm treasurer, I will cross-train every single employee and make sure that they all know how to do the job, so that we don't have situations where it's, well, we don't have people to do it, tough.
All right, thank you. Ms. Worrell, you have 1 minute for a vote.
Yes, all of the employees in my office are cross-trained. They have been. Anytime we have a new program, there is someone cross-trained, so that is not new. The other thing that I was talking about as far as eliminating decals, that is not my job. That is the job of the Board of Supervisors. We tried to do that several years ago. We figured out how much it would cost to eliminate the decals, which would be 20 cents extra on the tax rate. Well, at the time, we had the tax rate increased, but they also elected to keep the decal. So I have no authority in eliminating the decal. That is a job of the Board of Supervisors in which they set the ordinances that I have to follow. 30 to 60 days would be great for them. Like I said, we work with the Commissioner of Revenue. And when we're trying to get the tax rate set through the budget and get the book out, it's kind of hard for them by April to have all of that done. So we have to wait for them to get everything in line. The code states that we are only allowed, or we only have to allow 14 days to pay the taxes to send it out. It also states that non-payment of taxes just because you did not get a bill does not alleviate any penalties or interest.
Okay, Mr. Hayes, you have 1 minute for rebuttal.
What I'm hearing a lot is, that wasn't my job, it's not my job, or it's not my authority. We need a treasurer that understands how to get things through the Board of Supervisors. I would ask if in 8 years we can't get simple things through the board, then there's definitely a communication problem between the board and its treasurer. And you say that you have cross-trained your employees, that they all know what to do, yet about 3 minutes ago you said you only had 3 employees that knew how to run the front line. There's a contradiction there. As far as the commissioner helping to get things done more easily, I'm sure that Commissioner Root or future Commissioner Bell would be more than happy to help get the taxes out 30 extra days. I'm sure that they would not look at the voters today and say, no, we're not going to work to do that. It's a simple matter of having a treasurer that will say, I can do it, instead of a treasurer that says, that's not my job, I don't have the authority.
All right, thank you. And,
May I say something?
that's all the time we have for the rebuttal right now. Thank you.
My name is Vern Hayes, candidate for Pulaski County Treasurer, and I sponsored this YouTube video.